Hello and welcome. Welcome for this new webinar about the V25 release, a release of Metrolog. Metrolog, your quality intelligent software. As usual, we start by the safety first. Very important thing for us. So please take care about all the emergency exit, about all the cyber security and psychological safety. The speaker is me today, Clément Martinez. So please, not my email. If you have any question during the webinar or after, if you have any question, any request, don't hesitate to send me an email. The summary of today, we will start by a quick introduction of the company about Metrologic DCS, and we will focus on each topic of the V25 release. We will start by the new UX UI, the new interface of Metrolog, and then we will move to the Copilot inside. If you have any question, any request during your inspection, you can stay today on X4 and ask your question. Then we will see how to program without CAD model, and we will finish by the digital twin I++. And of course, at the end, we keep a quick slot for the Q&A session. About us at Metrologic DCS, we are part of Sandvik. Sandvik is a Swedish company, one of the leaders in advanced manufacturing technologies, material solutions, and industrial tools. At Metrologic DCS, we want to close the loop between the design department, the manufacturing department, and the inspection. Don't be surprised, maybe you are aware, but we merged with DCS 3 months ago. So don't be surprised, our new color is blue. So don't be surprised about the new branding. With more than 45 years of experience, we can assist you with your project from the simplest to the most complex. We have two headquarters, one based in Grenoble in France and also in Troy in the US. And every day our solution empower inspection labs, production floor, and engineering department to work with greater precision and reliability. The target is to give you the full control of your quality process. Metrologic DCS is everywhere. We have different offices and resellers based in Europe, maybe in Germany, in Italy, Spain, but also in US, Asia, but also in South America. Today, Metrolog and DCS products are available in more than 20 languages and used in more than 60 countries. At Metrologic DCS, we're delivering two major releases each year. V25 is one of them. We have a specific development and testing team. We provide big support for our customer with a specific hotline and training team. But if you have custom project, we have a specific team for this kind of project. And if you need a retrofit or specific maintenance on CMM, we also have a specific team for long and performance reliability. As you can see on this slide, our software solution are designed for industries, including automotive, aerospace, of course, and defense, but also more high-tech markets, such as medical devices or luxury watchmaking, for example. Some information about our key account. We have today more than 7,500 active users, and we are universal, so you can connect Metrolog to different interface or devices. Last slide about the company to discover our solution, universal software suite. First, with 3DCS to define tolerances and optimize tolerances. Planner to prepare your work, prepare your inspection. Silma to create your program offline with the virtual CMM. Metrolog, as you know, to measure online, create the real report, the real data, and analyze all the data. And if you want to go go further, QDM for an advanced analysis of your data. Now focus on the first topic of today, the new UX UI. First topic of today is the new UX UI, the new interface on Metrolog. So let's talk about it. This update is based directly on customer feedback, your feedback. So our user ask for three main things. One, a more modern design, a clearer icons, and a more unified experience overall. So with our major V25 release, we delivered exactly that. First, we decide to harmonize the icon system using a reduced color palette with a consistent visual logic. This means icons are easier to recognize at a glance. Second point, we designed the interface to be visible in any environment. If you are working, for example, under bright or in a darker workshop, you have the choice now between a dark theme or a light theme, depending on your preference. And third, we decide to optimize the contrast ratio across every element between the icons, the text, and background for better readability. We will discover together the interface during the next demonstration. So the result is a clear and more professional interface. So we hope you will enjoy it. So now let's talk about Copilot inside. We know that users often face to the same challenge. They don't know how to perform a certain step in the software, how to create an alignment, how to create a specific mirror program, for example. So what's happened? They have to search and read external documentation or ask to a colleague, for example, and this creates constant interruption in the workflow, and a lot of time is lost, even for simple question. So what is our solution now with V25? We decide to build Copilot directly into Planner, Silma, and Metrolog. That means users never have to leave the application to get help. The job is simple, just ask question in natural language, in German, Spanish, or Italian, and you get the answer directly into the soft on features, on workflow, or on error, for example. Copilot is accessible at any time from the help menu or directly from the toolbar if you had the shortcut. In short, we can say that help is always close to you exactly when you need it. So, what are the real benefits of this? First, with Copilot inside, users get help exactly in the moment they need it without ever breaking the workflow. This means less frustration, fewer support calls, and fewer costly interruptions. Second point, with Copilot inside, the answer comes much faster. The platform doesn't feel passive anymore, but it feels more intelligent. And as a direct result, the learning curve becomes much shorter for the new user. So we can say that Copilot is not just a help features, but it's a real productivity gain. And we will see the new version, the new Copilot inside with the V25 now with a quick demonstration. New slide and new topic with programming without CAD model. So this challenge here was to address a need from certain customers who don't use CAD model. They only had their 2D drawing, for example, so nominal values has to be set manually, which means a lot of back and forth between the computer and the CMM, so a lot of time is lost and is not good for the productivity. So many go-to point also had to be had manually. What we could go to is a point to move the probe between each features, and if one was forgotten, it could generate collisions. What we bringing today is an automatic definition of the nominal value right after the features is measured. This is available with the generic function, so you can stay close to your CMM and take your point, lines, plane, or circle without returning to the computer. You can validate it directly with the cheat panel. If necessary, with the advanced parameter, you can also control the number of decimal places. In addition, we have added a new function, the clearance plane and the clearance offset. This automatically moves the probe out of the part, so you only need to teach this function once time, and it's applied to the entire program, so more safety for all your program. Now let's talk about benefits. First benefit is about programming. It's faster now. We have fewer back and forth trips between the computer and the CMM, and we increase the safety thanks to the new clearance box. So we have now more productivity, more safety, and we will see it with the next slide with the demonstration. Now let's talk about the digital twin I++ and start with the problem we are solving. Customers today need to connect and run many different CMMs through the I++ standard. But the standard moves slowly and every CMM maker implements it a little bit differently. That creates a gap between the simulation and the actual connection, making programming more difficult. The result is more risk of collision, a time lost, and a messy experience. And some functions were limited, like the mirror program, the use of the clearance box, very useful for a safety program, and the path planning was limited in this configuration, I++ configuration, and some demis lines were sometimes misunderstood. So what is our solution with the V25? Our solution is to provide a high-fidelity simulation system compliant with the I++ standard that incorporates characteristics of each machine through an intelligence modeling. It replicates the actual behavior of the CMM in the virtual space by modeling the CMM, the probes, and all the accessories, including also the complex behaviors specific to each equipment manufacturer. The result is a better link between the offline and online phase and greater confidence before the execution. We also include precise monitoring of machine status, improved management of external probe, and a more efficient tool management for all the equipment manufacturer. The result is an accurate simulation, safer operation, and a single consistent programming method regardless of which machines you are connecting to. In short, it offers a unified interface for all the brands, reliable simulation with a real-time collision detection for a better experience between the I++ and Metrolog. So what does this actually mean for customers? First, it gives them a unified experience across different CMM and OEM environments, so no matter which machine you are on, the experience stays the same. Then the simulation before live execution is better and accurate, like the machine state visualization. That also means faster onboarding and a faster programming for a better productivity with fewer errors and a risk of collisions. Overall, users gain much greater confidence in each CMM's movements. Now it's time for a quick demonstration.